Hi guys, welcome to Fishing Tackle channel. I wanted to show you how to make your own little rig for deep sea fishing where you don't have to pay, anywhere between $5 to $7 on Amazon or at a tackle shop. This is pretty easy. I mean, it doesn't cost much to buy a set of hooks and then get some beads. These are ones I purchased. You could get something with rubber beads or these plastic beads. The plastic beads will crack under pressure or with salt water if you don't take care of it. These rubber ones, it depends on what kind of rubber one you use. There are the fragile ones that you could get, glow in the dark like this one. This one sometimes under pressure will cut through, so I've got this little bit of a harder plastic synthetic rubber ones um, that could handle the stress. So this works well. But you could always go, if you have kids, go ask. Don't just take it, or your wife who does lots of crafts, arts and crafts, to ask for some beads. Any of these beads will work. Then you don't have to buy anything. It looks cute and fancy. So here you go. I like to use a 40 pound, 30, 40 pound. If you're going to use double, I would definitely do it. If you're going for a smaller hook or a lighter fish, you could go down to like 15 pounds, 70 pounds. But once it gets too thin, I don't think it gives a good presentation. So I would recommend somewhere at minimum 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I'm going with 40 pounds. So it's very simple. So what you want to do is you want to get a bead through your line, okay? And then however you want to face it. I like to face it up. I'm gonna put once I have this and ready, rigged up. I'm going to probably put the other hook on the bottom. So here we go. So like I said, I'll go slow and I'll show you again so you don't have to replay. So when within the line, go with bead, go with the bead, put it through the hook, the eye of the hook, and just put the second bead in there just like that, right? So you got a bead and a hook and a bead. And then what you want to do is take that tail end right here, skip the first bead, okay? So go straight to the hook, right? The eye of the hook, and then the second bead, okay? Just like that, through that hole. And then your guess is right, it's going to come back, but then instead of going through the bead that you just went through, right, you're going straight to the eye. Just turn it around, just simply like that, right? Instead of going back in there, obviously it's not going to work. Move that a little bit. I'm going to go slowly. Go through the eyes, and then back, going to that first bead. And you're back to where you started, just like that. Okay? And this works great. I like this rig. We could call it Dropshot, or in Asia, Japan, and Korea, they call it Downshot rigs. So this could be adjustable. So if the line gets cut or if it's too high, you want to move it around, you could always adjust the lines with it. But once you have it, like I said, into the eye to second hole, back into the eye, and then the second bead, first bead, you just cinch, pull it up, and you could leave it like this, but again, and I think this will work, right? You could leave it like this, but you want to finish this up to secure it. So you want to take this around and about both beads in the eye and go back through the hole just like that. Okay? And then through the eye, right? So obviously, if you're going using heavier line, you're going to need probably, let me see, a bigger bead. The whole factor, it makes a difference. So just like that, you want to go through there, through the hook, eye of the hook. See, I'm having a little bit of trouble, and that's okay. Right, once that's in, I'm gonna go back into the bead. I'm having a little bit of trouble doing this. Please be patient with me, and almost there. Get this out a little bit more. Then straight into the hole, and that's pretty much it. Just like that. Back into it. And what's going to happen here, like that, is, let's see, gives it a nice little tight dropper loop, just like that. Okay, and that's about it. That's what you do, and you have a very tight dropper loop there. Okay, and then you want to give a little bit of a space. I like to go with about an arm's length is what I'm looking for right here. So here's the hook, and you want to put the second hook around here, and then you want enough line on the bottom for the sinker here. So I'm going to go back a little more and cut this right here. And same thing, you want to put the bead, and then this needs to face up, right? Or face down, however you want it. Doesn't really matter. And then you want to take the second bead, just like that. And same deal, you're going to take this through this hole right there into the second bead, just like that. Sorry, you're going to take the end of the line, right? Skip this and go straight into the eye and into the bead, just like that. Pull it up, and then you want to go right back, but skip this bead, and see, doesn't matter which way, just like that. You want to go in, back in, and that's that. And you want to just go ahead and pull it together, and now you have a double dropper loop right there, just like that. So again, this is like somewhat of an arm's length. That's what I have, but if you want it up higher, right, all you have to do is, again, give it a slack, just like that. Because I want this higher, give it a lot of slack, just like that, and then move it all up, just like this, and then you want to transfer all the slack to the bottom, pretty much, and then pull it out, just like that. Now this dropper loop is a lot more closer. And then for the bottom, this is where you want to put the sinker. So you want to just do a quick double loop, 1, 2, and voila, that's it. I'll cut this end right there. for the top, you could get a simple, let me see, simple swivel just like this. And this would cost you, you know, less than 50 cents to make one of these at home. 4, 5, whatever amount of time you want. And just make a improved clinch knot just through here. Voila, you have this nice little drop shot or down shot hook just like that. And then what I like to put is, you could use this just like a double loop knot, or double drop loop, and just put your squid or clam, whatever you wanted, and it will just present and hang like this. Or you could put one of these plastic. Again, I highly recommend power bait. I've caught everything from, definitely sea bass will go over crazy with this. The bigger sea bass will bite this. I've caught like half a dozen flounder with this as well. And then bluefish will definitely chew through this. So if there's a bluefish, don't waste your time with this. But you could also you could also put your gulp as well, Berkeley gulp grubs on here. But this is what I do. I like to, here, this is a better one. Just go through this, just like that, through the belly, and then pull it up. Then once you have it marked right there, just like that, voila. So this will last me, if you're fishing for sea bass, black sea bass, you could catch a couple of them and it'll stay put. And this will catch all types of fish. Then again, you could put 2 plastic up here, and this will give it a good action. And then you could put your clam or any cut bait or anything like that on here. And then put your weight right there. And let me see. Let's bring this out a little bit. And voila, this is what you'll get. Anyways, hope this is helpful. And please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, you could secure it by bringing it over the beads, or you could just keep it as is. Because it's a 40-pound, it's going to have a nice look and feel. The hook won't fling around. It's very stable and works very well for all kinds of fishing. Try it out and let me know if it worked or if you have any other questions. Thanks.